Wasting food can be the worst. So in this video, I'm going to teach you some tips, tricks, and hacks to help you with faster and easier food prep, decreasing your food waste, and also making healthy eating a bit easier and more fun. Hi, I'm Tracey Hull, and I'm a registered dietitian and full-time working mom of 2 boys. Here on this channel, I help you live a happier, healthier, and more productive life. You know when you find that lettuce in the bottom of your drawer and it's really pathetic and wilted? Well, you can actually fix that. This one is pretty far gone, and I just trimmed off some of the more pathetic leaves, stuck it in some water, and put it in the fridge for overnight. And look at this. It totally perked up. Not 100%, but I didn't think it was coming back. And this is totally edible and crispy now. You can do the same thing with asparagus to bring it back, or you can make your asparagus last even longer right from the store. So cut off the ends, put it in some water, kind of like flowers, and then you just put it right into the fridge. Now, a neat trick that you can do with asparagus, and you may or may not know this, but this is how you cut the ends off, and that's how you get rid of all of the woody, not so great kind of tough pieces or ends. And you can even just do one and then chop off the rest of them to match, and it will result in the most perfect tender asparagus. Treating parsley just like flowers and then keeping it in the fridge can keep it fresh for so much longer. Honestly, it's just like a flower. So I cut off the ends, stick it in a cup of water, stick it right in the fridge. Garlic can be a little bit challenging to get that skin off of, and this is the greatest trick in the world. Just you can cut off the ends, you don't have to do this, and then you just hit it with a knife. And I hit it a little too hard, but this is how you get the skin right off easily. This little blue apple, I have linked it below, is awesome. So it seems to absorb the chemicals or something that decaying fruits and vegetables emit, and it keeps my fruits and vegetables good so much longer. Who knew that you could use tofu in lasagna? This is one of the most popular recipes in my household, and it is always a hit. It's so easy to make, and I've linked the recipe video in the card above. Look at that. Just so yummy. And it comes together so easily in this lasagna. You bake it, and it is a crowd pleaser. Is it yummy? Mm-hmm. Carrots always seem to be either, I don't know, slimy, or they dry out. It drives me nuts. This little trick keeps my carrots so much better for longer, and it's so easy. So you put it in a container. I choose glass. Pour over a bunch of water, just so it's covering all of them. Cover it, stick them in the fridge. Just make sure to change out the water every couple of days to keep it nice and fresh. Apples are usually pretty much a hit anyway, and they're easy, but making them a little bit more fun can make your kids have more fun eating them, or just make them more enjoyable. So I tried using cookie cutters, and the heart's always my favorite, my kids' favorite, but you're not going to waste the extra either, because look at that. How cute is that, right? You can eat both the outside of the apple and the little heart, and I find that kids are more likely to eat the peel of the apple this way, which has additional fiber and nutrients. It even works on the ends of the apples. You could even use them as little puzzle pieces. So I used a car here, and I did the top of the car, and they can fit the wheels right into the other little piece, and that's kind of fun. And I've also used dinosaur cutters for sandwiches or toast. Sometimes kids are really picky and they don't want the crust on their toast, and also it's more fun when it's in the shape of a dinosaur. So we're going to get the stem of a strawberry out with a straw. I bet you've never tried this before. Use a bigger straw rather than the smaller one. The smaller ones don't work as well. And what I didn't do in this video is you can actually take the leaves off beforehand and then use the straw to get the tough top out of the strawberry. And then you just use a straw cleaner, or you can honestly blow into the straw to get the strawberry part out of the straw. It's not a big deal. It comes out super easily. When you look at cutting a strawberry, you really lose so much of the strawberry itself. So this technique helps you to lose less strawberry so you can enjoy more of it and waste less. Who doesn't love potatoes? And sometimes they can be a bit of a pain to cut, but using an apple slicer is a great hack that I discovered. So I cut off the ends just for safety purposes so that I have a flat surface so I'm not wobbling all over the place. And then you literally just slice like you would with an apple. It is mind-boggling how easy this is. With these, I just sprinkled on a little bit of Lawry's seasoning. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong. And garlic powder. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. And then I roasted them in my air fryer. And they turned out beautifully. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, you need to get one because you can do so much in this. I've linked the one that I have in the description box below, but these are with no oil and they are perfect. Sometimes you just want a little bit of shaved cabbage on something, and cutting with a knife can give you a texture that you aren't really looking for, and it can be a little more cumbersome and dangerous, honestly. So using a vegetable peeler, this is not the most graceful thing, but it gets that nice thin cut of the cabbage that you could use for making a cabbage slaw or a single serve of coleslaw or using on a sandwich or in a stir fry. I learned this while working in a pizza shop in high school and have used it ever since. So the iceberg, if you eat iceberg, it does have a purpose, certainly. You can cut it off, but then you still have that inside of it. But if you hit it a couple times, the center will come right out, literally right out. And that's the tough part that nobody really likes to eat anyway. And when you slice it, you can see on the inside, it's just a lot more of that more tender lettuce and the stuff you enjoy eating that has a little bit more flavor. Mind blowing, right? Like, I know your brain is spinning. Let me know in the comments which one you found the most exciting to try and how it goes for you. Now, if you're looking for healthy, easy, and quick recipes, including that delicious lasagna recipe, make sure to check out this video next.